Hi everybody and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now this reading is for Leo for the 4th of February 2019 and it's a general reading so may not suit everyone but hopefully there's a message here just for you. Enjoy! Okay, let's have a look at these three cards from the bottom of the deck and I'm going to use them as an indicator of what the larger reading is going to be about. Now we have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Now, are you wanting to celebrate something? Are you wanting to tell people that you're doing something and that everybody knows that you're moving forward with whatever this action is? And you see it as something to celebrate about. Because in moving on to the Knight of Wands, it's something that you're really excited about. And this achievement is something that you want to get to as quickly as possible. Now, with the Two of Pentacles, there is some need to balance the things that you're doing because there may be so many different things asking to be done that you're going to have to moderate what you do and when you do it because with such a list of things being required, it's time to budget yourself, and don't overplay all of your activity because that would lead you down a path where you're getting into maybe a little bit of crisis because you're overworking. You're jumping in too quickly because you are so excited and want to celebrate whatever your idea is. Let's move these cards over to the side and have a look at these top three cards. Oops. Now we have the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, have you been disappointed with nearly everything in your life recently? And it's something that you can't seem to get away from, that you can't get your interest in things back. It's a difficult move for you because you've not been happy with what you've been doing for such a long time that if something new does come in that would normally spark your interest, you're not really seeing it because you're in such a negative mindset. And in moving on to the Page of Swords, with whatever the idea is or the attraction that's came in, are you maybe seeing it in blanket terms? And are you maybe swinging from it being a positive to a negative idea? But the thing is that even though you're feeling in a negative attitude at the moment, only you can change this attitude and look towards the new opportunities with a positive outlook. Because you are an intelligent person and you do pick things up quickly. And, you prefer to see the truth in things. And maybe that's why you look at things in blanket terms, whether something is right or something is wrong. But the thing is that, you are swinging from side to side with your attitude at the moment, with your decision making, on which side is right and wrong. And, there's a swing there with your attitude towards them. Now, could that be because of some sort of rejection or, loss of, you've lost your energy for life in general? Have you wanted to do something, but you just never got to there? And, what you wanted was such a fantastic thing that when it didn't come your way, was this where the disappointment came from? So there is a negative mindset in the past for you there. And it's something that you may still be struggling a little bit with. But the thing is that even though your head may be all over the place and be swinging from, one train of thought to the other quite quickly, you are a smart person, and you will figure this out. Now, let's move on to the next set of cards. And we have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles. Now, are you just wanting an easy life? And it could be that the ideas that you have had, whatever this something new is, that it's something that you would think it would make your life easier. It would lead you down a path to having a good quality life, bringing money in for you, being a life of a business that's yours, but it's one that you control. So you can do things when and if you want. And, this is an opportunity that could be, a turning point for you. It could be, that you're moving away from this negative part of your life and you're beginning to see the way forward. And it could be that, this opportunity, whatever it may be, is something that's helping you to bring some, regularity into your life. Because you're wanting to do this, that, it could be that you introduce a timetable and give yourself, achievements, give yourself goals that you want to achieve. And with each achievement, your confidence will increase. And then, you start to move into a positive cycle. And that because you have become more disciplined with your timetable, and you're seeing each achievement that, and your confidence is growing that, could it be that you are then able to fit more into the same space of time? Because if you're spending the time doing something, you're becoming more familiar with it. And in time, it will take you less time to do the same thing, and you can fit more in. But could it also be that this is something that you're maybe doing on your own? So there's a little bit of solitude about it. Let's move down to the next set of cards, and we have the Queen of Cups, we have the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Now, because you're doing this on your own, are you maybe thinking that it would be easy for you to get over enthusiastic, and that there's no one around then for you to talk to maybe bring in a little reality? So, when you're doing whatever this is, that you could maybe head off into the stratosphere of thinking how wonderful everything is and how successful you're going to be. And it could be that because of, the negative things that have happened in the past, are you maybe trying to equalise that a little bit? Because you don't want to go into this stratosphere of everything is wonderful and I'm going to be so successful. And this card, the energy of the Page of Swords, could also be involved, because you could be on one path thinking how wonderful everything is, but 10 minutes later you may be trying to downplay all of those emotions. So the swing may still be going on. The swing of attitude could still be ongoing, even though you have moved forward. But maybe your mindset hasn't moved forward as much as you think it has. And you are very enthusiastic about this idea, though. It has created a spark in you. It has created the intention to make life easier for yourself and to give yourself a good quality of life. And you may even approach people with the Queen of Swords that would be able to give you valuable advice, and give you a sounding board for how to develop and build your idea. Now, the next set of cards you have is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Swords in reverse. Now, because you're so fired up with this business idea, and you're maybe looking for advice and a way to move forward with it, are you maybe focused on this alone? In that you're so wanting this end result, this quality of life, this abundance of wealth and, life experience, that are you maybe not taking care of yourself right now because you're thinking of the success more than the present moment? And, in doing that, whatever it is that you're focused on, it could be something that you're doing at home, something that you're doing alone, that are you maybe not eating as well as you should? Are you maybe not taking care of yourself, or, you know, putting the dishes on the side rather than washing them? You're not taking care of, the basics of supporting yourself just now because you're so caught up in this idea. Now, you do have a vision. There is a fantastic opportunity here, and you do have a vision about it, and you're getting into this leadership role, and your abilities are coming to the front, and your determination to make this work is, is definitely something that you want. This is your turning point. You've found the thing that you want to do. But there is a word of caution here as well, because the Five of Swords is advising you to don't use all your energy and all of your focus on this idea alone. Don't become the person that doesn't take care of yourself because you're so focused on this idea. Because what this card is suggesting is that you may gain quite a lot from the idea, that the thing that's got you so fired up. But there's quite a lot to lose as well. Because if you're not taking care of yourself and your surroundings, are you maybe not socialising? Are you maybe doing so much of whatever this project is on your own that are you losing out on so much? And yes, you're gaining, but you could be losing more than you're gaining if you're not careful. Now, let's bring these other cards back in. And we have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Now, there is cause to want to celebrate that, you could have found your path, and you want everyone to know that this is what you want to do. This is going to be an achievement for you. And, you are so focused on this now that seems to be your only goal. You just want to get to this celebration, and you're running towards it. So could it be that you're maybe not thinking about other things, so that there isn't a well-rounded plan? There's just this aim. Now, and moving on to the Two of Pentacles, there could be times where, you're going to have to be careful about what you do or where you put your finances, or, how much time you spend doing things, because it is about finding balance, about doing things in moderation. So it could be that when you are, building your timetable, that you maybe look at some time for you, look at some time to go out and socialise. Otherwise you're going to end up, in a crisis, because you're going to be on your own. There won't be anyone to celebrate with. So, I mean, that could be what the cautionary tale is here, is that yes, finding something that inspires you, and could bring you wealth is a wonderful thing. But do it in moderation, because you could lose more of yourself than you gain. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Now, as always, I hope that even if just there's one or two cards here that reflect something that's going on in your life and is able to help you look at things in a slightly disengaged way, so that you can see the bigger picture, then that is what this is about. Okay, now please take care with whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you next week. Bye, Leo.